Yesterday, I finished a book that's called The Memory Police. It's by Yoko Agawa. And this book is a very interesting book. It's a dystopian fiction. It's kind of a futuristic society where things keep disappearing and they're taken by an organization called the Memory Police. And it's kind of about this one writer's life and kind of the way things disappear, the way we lose memory, the way we process memory. There's a lot of really beautiful scenes, the descriptions of how things kind of are taken or that disappear. It has a very surprising and kind of shocking ending, which I was really not expecting. It's not a happy ending. Um, so like if you like happy books, this is probably not a happy book that I would recommend. But if you're into kind of disturbing, alternative, like apocalyptic ideas, the cover describes it as a masterful work of speculative fiction, and I really feel like the label speculative fiction fits this book so well because it literally is just someone's kind of study of this idea that things are disappearing. Um, Disappearing out of like physically and disappearing mentally and kind of just like what happens if something vanished. Like if your job, whatever you do, like if you're a writer or if you're like a carpenter, if you make shoes specifically, what would happen if your shoes disappeared? Like not just your personal shoes, but if all shoes in the world disappeared, what if you could no longer recognize the concept of shoe? Like your job would no longer exist. And the memory police would come and they would take your shoes, they would take everyone else's shoes, they take pictures of shoes, they take writings referencing shoes. That's the kind of thing that you're dealing with in this book. And it really makes you kind of think, what do you personally hold dear? What would you be very devastated if people took? Um, I'd be interested to know what your thought is. Like, what do you value? What would you miss the most if it suddenly disappeared? But that is what this book is. I do recommend it. I had a really fun time reading it. It's a very easy read. I was worried I won't like it because I didn't like The Giver, but it's written so beautifully and the concept is so fascinating that I actually really enjoyed it.